The fiberglass fenders were an option on this one with the upgraded wheels. He custom ordered this color. It's a standard color option, so that actually wasn't an upgrade, but he asked for this color, obviously, and I think it looks really sharp. Some of the small options he got, part of this Pro Pack at least, not really an option, but part of the standard Pro Pack, was the dual HDS 9s, one on the helm and one on the bow. This can obviously be moved if we want it on the pedestal mount or anything else. That's totally movable. Another standard thing on this Pro Pack was the Ultrex 112 pound thrust 36 volt trolling motor, and this one has the active target sonar right off of the trolling motor itself. That is networked to this graph and the one at the helm or on the console there. Obviously, as you can see, I've gone up and down this boat. I'm not showing anything that is really a condition concern. I know it sounds like a sales pitch to say that this is as new as it gets for a used boat, but it really is. With only 3.9 hours on the clock, it hasn't been beat up or anything. Keel guard, that's part of the Pro Pack there. Matching spare, obviously. The little carpet lighting, it might be hard to see, but you get that. That's all something that you can change the colors, red, green, blue, pink, make it brighter or dimmer. That's basically around all of the decks and then down in the cockpit. Seat colors were all just part of this package. The port console is technically an option. I think it's about a $1,900 option on the 19 Pro. But really, I tried to look for any scratches, dents, dings, gel coat cracks where he might have hit the dock, and I'm not seeing anything on this one. You can see, like we were talking on the phone, the fiberglass fenders are still really shiny and everything. You put a Lowrance sticker back here, but it kind of matches the boat, and it's got a Lowrance electronics. See, the outboard is in good shape. No sun fading or decals peeling off of it from, being left outside. Props in good condition. It's never been into the ground or the rocks or the sand or anything. Another good indication is, the keel on the bottom. It's not all like faded or beat up or anything broke off. It hasn't hit anything. Hydraulic pedestal for this seat and for the leaning post up front were both options on this one. Part of the Pro Pack came with a hot foot on the Z19 Pro. Z18, that is an option. On the 19 with the 200, it's a standard feature. Otherwise, if you don't have that, you're going to have throttle over here. This is just a shift mechanism. If you're not familiar with it, you'll shift the boat in and out of forward and reverse and neutral right there, and then you'll use the hot foot for accelerating. Trim on the wheel is a really handy thing, so you don't have to take your hands off of the wheel while you're trimming it. Turn the key on. SmartCraft gauges. These are really cool because they're going to be a lot more intuitive than the standard analog gauges. They're GPS speed, and then if you look, it'll actually have engine hour readouts if there's any engine codes or anything like that, amongst a lot of other things like fuel flow data, fuel capacities, and stuff like that. That was a big upgrade on this boat. I think about $900 if I remember correctly. Pull the graph cover off. HDS 9, this was the standard graph part of this Pro Pack. This is just that little controller for the LED lights. If you see, we can hit color and we can change the color. And then just the cooler storage, live well, tournament style divided live wells right back here. That's all standard. This center seat and the storage underneath it is technically an option. This guy right here actually slides out. If you're only fishing with two people, this will make it a lot easier step to get up. You're not stepping over that center seat section, and it just clips in here. If you're not familiar, all the nitros come standard with a measuring stick for your fish. And then this slot right here is designed to put a net. You just wrap the handle around there and put your net right there. Pretty nice little, well thought out feature. This flooring, it's like a soft touch foam flooring, really good condition. Obviously, it's never been out in the sun or it's not peeling up or anything like you get a boat that's been in the sun. That was an option and an upgrade. And then, like I said, underneath the carpet, it's got that anti-fatigue mat. That's just gonna make it more comfortable to stand on barefoot all day long. Up front, these boats come equipped. This is standard on any of them, but you got trim switches there. So if you're fishing off the bow, want to get the main motor out of the weeds or anything, you're fishing shallow water, that's there. Other little options that he got, one of the rod organizers. I think it was the port side rod organizer. That was an upgrade that he had us add. These guys all have compartment lights inside. This is all standard tackle organization right here. All light there, boxes for both the fish finders and everything that come with the boat. Over here, they house the network box to network that graph there to the bow graph. And then you have spots to put all your seat pedestals, your lights, fire extinguisher, everything there. Both of the graphs have the sun covers that go with them, of course. I think the auto bilge was actually an upgrade. It's only about a $75 upgrade if I remember correctly, but that was an upgrade. That checks most of the list on upgrades and everything, and I think that really should show condition. The boat itself is still just as shiny as a new boat off of the truck or out of the factory. And it came in just like this. We haven't washed it or detailed it or anything like that. It needs a little bit of a dusting, but other than that, it should be pretty well ready to go. This boat does have 3 trolling motor batteries. I think I might have misspoke for you on the phone. I told you that they were AGMs. These ones are regular Group 31 lead acid batteries. The crank battery is a higher cranking amp AGM. So those are 31 group deep cycle batteries that are gonna go in those trays. I have all the batteries, they all load test good. I have it scheduled right now for the main motor, the big motor, to have a full service done tomorrow. We're going to do water pump impeller, fuel pumps, or fuel filters, not fuel pumps, but fuel filters, and kind of go through everything on the engine to make sure the servicing's up to date. At that time, we're going to install the trolling motor batteries as well. Customer left them off out of the boat, out of storage, and on a charger. So they all tested good. They have a ton of life left in them. And then on the main motor, it'll be all freshly serviced, just from a fresh starting point for you. You won't have to service anything for, the next 100 hours or till next year. The boat itself has a little on-off battery switch here, and then obviously your crank battery, your main battery, is housed right there. I like that Nitro gives you a full wiring diagram for where everything goes and how to install everything. All of these compartments, including the battery compartment, are lockable, of course. Oh, and this little tray goes in here. That just sits there. Nice extra storage. You got tools or wrenches, anything you wanted to keep in the boat, you can house them there. Plug-in for the 3-bank charger is this guy right here. So you literally just plug that in, and that'll keep all your trolling motor batteries up and charged. And then while you're running the main engine, this engine right here will charge the battery itself, the crank battery, and that operates everything but the trolling motor. All the seats are in really good condition. There's nothing that stood out to me as a cosmetic flaw really anywhere on it.